Hello everyone, my name is Nechama Kamelhar and I work for New York and CSY. You could visit our website and see all the very exciting programs that we run at newyork.ncsy.org. I'd like to dedicate this small video in the memory of my mother, Chayei Bas Yaakov, who was a wonderful mother, a wonderful wife, a wonderful Eved Hashem, which is a servant of Hashem. She did mitzvos with happiness. Her name was Chayei Bas Yaakov. Thank you. This week's Parsha is Parsha's Chayei Sarah. It's the Chayei Sarah means the life of Sarah. And in the beginning of the Parsha opens with the sudden and tragic death of Sarah Imenu, Sarah our mother. The Torah tells us that Sarah was 127 years old. And 127 years old to us, I'm sure, seems quite long. But you know, to her family, no one is ever old enough. Everyone is always too young to tragically be taken away. The Torah then continues with the purchasing by Abraham, of a burial plot for Sarah and the burial of Sarah. Subsequently, the bulk of the Parsha is not about Sarah, her life, and the burial, but rather about choosing a wife for Yitzchak, for Isaac, Sarah and Abraham's only son. Abraham asks his servant to go find a wife. He gives him specific instructions, and there are many, many miracles that go on. And Eliezer, Abraham's servant, brings back Rivka for Yitzchak, to be the wife for Yitzchak. And then it says in the Torah, Vayiviyaha Yitzchak ha'ohala Sarah imo, Vayikach es Rivka, Vatihilo leisha, Vaye'eh haveha, Vayinachem Yitzchak acharei imo. And Yitzchak brought Rivka into the tent of his mother. And then he took Rivka as a wife, and he loved her. And Yitzchak was consoled from his mother's death. One of the most famous commentators on the written Torah, his name was Rabbi Shlomo ben Yitzchak, or rather, better well known, aka Rashi. Rashi explains there were 3 miracles that occurred at all times when Sarah was alive on Sarah's tent. The first was that every Friday when Sarah would light the Shabbos candles and make the bracha on the Shabbos candles. You know, in every other home, the lights go out after a few hours. In Sarah's home, the candles burnt all week. Sarah's candles burnt all week. What do candles represent? Candles represent warmth, love, happiness. Without candles, without light, you can't see anything. Candles bring light, bring warmth, bring happiness into the home. That's what Sarah was. And then the second miracle was Sarah's challah stayed fresh from week to week. It didn't get stale. It stayed fresh. What is challah? What is bread? Bread is sustenance. Bread is strength. Without any bread, you feel weak. Bread gives you strength. Sarah gave strength, gave sustenance, physically and spiritually. Sarah gave strength. Her challah never got stale. And thirdly, the cloud of glory, Hashem's cloud of glory, rested on Sarah's tent. You know, we're told that when a person does a mitzvah, no matter where they are, God's Spirit comes down and rests upon that person, upon that place. Sarah's tent always had that spirit, God's glory resting on the tent. There was always mitzvos, always good deeds being done in that home. That's what Sarah represented. Warmth, sustenance, strength, and mitzvos, and goodness. That's what her home represented. When Sarah died, all of the miracles stopped. Imagine, she died a sudden death, and on top of it, all those miracles were gone. The candles, the challah, the cloud of glory. But when Yitzchak brought his wife, his soon-to-be wife, Rivka, into his mother's tent, all those 3 miracles came back. Imagine his happiness. Imagine his surprise. Imagine how he felt. This woman that I'm bringing into my mother's tent, and the miracles came back, she will have the warmth, the strength, the sustenance, the good deeds, all of these things. Then it says that Yitzchak married her, and he loved her, and he was consoled from his mother's death. Why? Because his new wife had all the things that his mother had. That warmth, that strength, that happiness. We know when a mother is happy, she brings happiness into the home. I give you all, I hope that you all will have warmth and happiness and strength and Hashem's spirit resting upon your home for you and your families until the time that Mashiach comes and we all gather together in Jerusalem, in Yerushalayim. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.